Knock knock.
Who's there?
The next episode, and we're back.
Oh!
Yeah, so open up that door and let us in. So I guess we can talk about middle school, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So, sixth grade, I remember the lunch being stupid, and that's when I met a new friend. His name was Ivan. Oh, man, I forgot about Richard. I remember picking on him in elementary,
You're
but
mean.
in middle school we were friends because he was a cool kid. Man, Richard, if you're out there, man, DM me somehow, comment, whatever, because you're a cool guy. I remember, okay, so this is why I picked on him. It's because he had long hair, and I said, "You have long hair like a girl."
Wow, your
Yeah.
insults were really, bad. At least make them good if you're gonna make fun of someone.
Well, it still worked because I remember making him cry like a little big baby.
Oh, we can get into this later.
But anyways, I learned in middle school that he had his hair long because that's the way his dad had his hair. But yeah, he was a cool guy. So how was sixth grade for you?
Um, I started having problems.
Oh, all right.
From all the stuff that happened in elementary school. Um, Actually, and if the episode back, 3 episodes, however many episodes back, I talked about a friend named Allie and how Harmony came in between me
I actually
and
remember Ali and Harmony.
so Allie and I actually met in 5th grade, and um, we became close friends after my little bully moved away. So the rest of 5th grade ended up being fine, and we continued our friendship into 6th grade. And because I was having my emo little phase, um, Allie was my only friend, and I kind of just hated everyone else, and I didn't talk to anyone else. I remember in 6th grade, I was taking this art class, and we were trying to make whistles out of clay. And
Oh,
my art teacher would get mad at me all the time because I could never make it right.
hmm.
And also in that art class, Allie and I had art class together. People were also really mean to Allie for other things that I won't get into on this because it's her business, but
Yeah.
I remember this boy told her how he wanted to set her on fire.
The fuck?
Um, so I had a lot of I had a lot of resentment towards him and his friends for a long time. Even when Allie and I stopped talking for a while, I still hated those people because I don't know, kids are just so mean.
I mean, I was all right with kids. Wait, did you dress as emo? Like a emo?
No, I didn't. It was internally.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't dress like that.
I pick on emo kids.
You're the reason why kids like me suffered.
All right. So that was sixth grade, huh? Whistle making and kids wanting to set your friend on fire. That's weird, man. I remember seventh grade. Oh, no, wait, back to sixth grade. I remember having a crush on a seventh grader. Okay, so now seventh grade.
Older
I remember,
girls.
I remember having a crush on an eighth grader. And, seventh grade, what can I say? I remember, this is gonna sound stupid, but I didn't know what the word masturbation meant.
I mean, we were 11 and 12, so.
And so, like in seventh grade, I remember saying to a teacher, because we were walking in the hallway, because, no, we were walking. No. They took me out into the hallway because I was like being disruptive and stuff. And so, she was all nice about it. And she said, "So what do you think they've been doing when we were out here talking?" And I said, "Oh, they've been masturbating." And she looked at me like, "What?" Like she probably thought I was crazy, but I thought masturbating meant like they were planning against us, like treachery kind of. I didn't know what masturbation meant until later.
So why did you say it?
It's because I thought that's what it meant. Like they were planning to jump us or something, you know? But I remember she was about to open the door. Maybe the door was open. I just said that. They're masturbating in there. I don't know. But that was 7th grade for me.
Well, we just have like one story for each grade, but like it's hard to
Mhm.
remember.
Yeah.
So 7th grade is when I met Harmony. Um, I remember this one time we were doing a frog dissection lab,
Hmm.
and we were partners, and her gloves had like frog juice all over them.
Oh, and
So
she put them on you?
on my face, yes.
Oh my God. You kind of got like pimples or something,
I
warts.
know, I'm surprised I didn't.
Is that why your skin's green?
Actually, probably.
Oh my
I
God.
never,
Oh my
I
God.
never put the pieces together until now.
Dang. Okay, so what happened then?
Um, I don't know. I remember really hating gym class. Um,
Oh, I love gym.
I hated it because our gym teacher would always try to make us run a mile under like 5 minutes, and I would always like make it to like 7 minutes.
Hmm.
So she would just make us do it again and again. And then like, here's the thing though, she wasn't fit herself. Um, and like,
No, yeah, I remember my PE coaches being fat.
and she would like even eat in class sometimes and like unhealthy things, and like she would never play with us. So like, practice what you preach, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
So I like dreaded gym class like every single day.
yeah. So 8th grade is a big one. I had a crush on my 8th grade teacher.
Like, what is up with you? And well, I can't say anything because in 6th grade I had a crush on my teacher too.
Oh yeah. Well, she was 25. She was like a brand new teacher teaching middle school kids math. And man, she was a looker. She had short brown hair, a big old caboose. And I wanted to ride that train. Um, but there's this other teacher that I hated so much. It was I don't know if it was called reading or English or whatever class. I remember reading some good books in there, but hating the teacher. So one time we had like a field day-ish kind of thing, and it rained the day before, and I thought like, hey, what if I get my shoes all muddy and I grab some mud in my hands and I go into the classroom while everyone's outside? So I walked all around the building getting traction of like mud and stuff, and we had this greenhouse, so they had like soil and stuff. And I remember going through the front door of school, and I remember being scared because everyone was outside of the building. Like all the grades were like out into this nearby park. And I remember being scared, like, oh man, if I get caught, like I'm like the only one here. And I remember going in, it was so silent, and I was afraid that the receptionist was gonna see me from like the front window, but she didn't. So I went walking all the way to the classroom, her classroom, my teacher. And I remember getting mud all over her chair and her desk and a little bit of her carpet, and spreading some like on that little shelf thing on the dry erase board.
I can't.
I remember running the heck out of there and getting back to the park. The rest of the day I ate popcorn um
Wait,
and
did you not
what?
learn from before that cameras exist?
No. But I didn't get in trouble for that. I got away from, I guess I was
So
just lucky.
nobody knew who did it?
It didn't say anything.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So that was middle school.
We're not even like really elaborating.
Well, what do you want to say?
Um,
That's why.
it's hard to remember on the spot. Like, had I prepared for this, I probably would have more stories.
So you had a crush on your 6th grade teacher, huh?
He was my health teacher, yes. And I remember, I was like obsessed with like those Bath and Body Works hand sanitizers. And you know how they're like
Okay.
really strong? Um,
Hmm.
So like I put some on in the middle of class and he got like upset because he was like, "Oh, that's too strong," and like I got so sad.
Oh.
um, Sixth grade also. I we had to like write a children's book and present
Mhm.
it to the class. And my story was based off of like these two boys in my class. Um,
Like boys you had crushes on, or just
no,
guys that you
they were just like both really loud. So like I based the characters off of them. And one
know?
was a tiger and one was a panda. And it was like so obvious that it was about them. And like my teacher even pointed it
Mm.
out. Um, so everyone laughed. Also my teacher that my same English teacher like tripped over my desk and I laughed at him. And like I said, I didn't talk to anyone at all. So I was really quiet
Oh,
and he was like, "Wow, that was the first time you smiled all year."
at least he wasn't a jerk
Yeah.
about it. Yeah. Yeah, my teachers would have been all like, "You did that on purpose," like, or like, just saying, getting mad for me for laughing at them. But yeah.
um, Eighth grade though. Um, well, this just made me remember some more things about Harmony that happened in eighth grade. So
Hmm.
Harmony stole like three or four phones in eighth grade.
Oh.
So we had science together, and this one day in science we had rotations. So as partners, we would go to different tables and do whatever lab was at that table. And this girl left her bag
Hmm.
there, so she starts going through the girl's bag, and she finds her phone.
And took her
And
phone.
she's like, "Should I take it?" And I'm like, "No." And well, she took it, and she took off the phone case that was a Batman phone case, and she left the case in
Hmm.
there and took her phone. And she had her phone for like months.
And she would show it to you, like, "Oh, check
Yeah,
it out."
and she was like panicking because she didn't know how to like delete everything off the iPhone, and like I just like showed her how to do it instead of like so like I'm just as bad
Now,
because
now, yeah, you're accessory
yeah,
to a crime.
but like I said, she was very toxic friend, so I like didn't even know how to be like, "Hey, don't do that." So I just like showed her how to like get away with it basically. Um
Hmm.
and she had that phone for like a really long time, and like the girl came back to school the next day with like a brand new phone. So Har so
Rich
yeah, so
kid.
Harmony was like, "See, she's not even gonna miss it." So it wasn't until like, I don't know, maybe like 3 months after when the principal came, we were just like walking in the middle of the hallway and the principal comes over and he's like, "Harmony, I know you have the phone." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, how does he know?" So he takes her, I don't
Yeah, how
know.
does it?
Well, like I said, she got in trouble a lot. So I guess he just like
Oh.
suspected her of doing something. I don't know. I guess maybe because the girl like obviously reported it and he probably just saw like who was in the class and he was like, it's probably Harmony. Um, and so it gets taken away. Um, Weeks
Hmm.
later, we're in the auditorium and the girl in front of us drops her phone. So
Hmm.
she takes another phone. Um,
I have a funny story about auditorium and a girl sitting in front of me. But yeah, okay, go on.
um, and that lasted for a while, until she like didn't want to have anything to do with it anymore. So she, put it in the bathroom and told her friend to like pretend to go find it and take it to the office. And they ended up finding out that Harmony was still like behind it. I don't know how they figured this stuff out. I guess cameras too.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe Harmony just had a loud mouth, huh?
Probably. Um, Eighth grade, um, saw One Direction. Uh,
Ooh, oh my God. I'm so
Such a
jealous.
milestone in my life, actually. And that was pretty
Yeah.
much it.
So 7th grade, I was getting hit on by a gay guy. I was sitting in class, so I walked in class and I noticed all the seats were arranged into a circle. So the desks were pushed to the side and the chairs were in a circle. So I just sat in one spot and this guy came and sat next to me and first he just started rubbing his leg against mine and then he put his arm around me and then like that's when I just got up and moved to another seat. Yeah, and that's my only gay
So
story.
he didn't even say anything?
Um, no, he
You
just did
didn't say
that.
anything?
Um, no, I just got up and walked away because I felt so weird. I felt so weird. Like, no guy did that
That
before
is
to
so
me.
random.
Oh, I got in a fight like in 9th grade. Oh, wait, let me go back a little. So I met Dominic in 8th grade. He was sitting on a bus and I went over and I sat down across from him and I said, "Hey, I'm you boy." And he said, "Oh, I'm Dominic." And that's when we met and became friends.
Oh,
He went to a different middle school from me. I used to be in the swim team and I met him on the bus. But yeah, what's it called? 9th grade. They built this special academy just for 9th grade for some stupid reason. And so it's middle school, 9th grade, and then high school. So 9th grade, that's when I met, Dominic and all that. Like became friends. We sat together. I met his friends, and one of his friends was kind of a loser, but whatever. So I was in Spanish. Wait, was I in Spanish class? No, I wasn't in Spanish class. I was like in geometry class, but my teacher had a Spanish accent. Not geometry, geography, whatever. And I remember this one kid who like would just like try to push me around, so I didn't let him. And so I remember getting in a fight in the restroom with him. Uh, he he knew about
uh-huh.
my condition, and so he said, "Oh, all I have to do is trip you up." And I looked down to look at his feet, and he punched you right in the jaw, and then he ran out of the restroom, and that was it. That was the end of the
So
fight.
he was just saying
And
that
then,
just to say that to you?
yeah, I guess he was just trying to get in my head, and it worked because I looked in a different location, than his hands were, and so he punched me in the jaw
Wait,
and
so you
walked
didn't
away
you didn't get to hit
or
back?
ran away. No, it wasn't even a fight. He just punched me and ran off.
You
But
should
that was
have
it.
jumped him
That's the last time I
after.
saw him. Um, but Jesus, you girl, you're so violent.
Well, once someone starts something, then it gives you the right.
Okay, fine. Next time you punch me,
Okay.
I'll beat you up. Yeah, yeah. See, everyone, you heard it in the court of law. I want them to play the podcast, and yeah, that's right. Right there is a binding contract for life. I would never hit a girl. Um, only girl I would ever hit is my
Oh,
sister.
so she doesn't
But we
matter.
were kids. Well, it's because we were kids. I didn't like learn chivalry or anything like that until later on. Um, but of course, I would just pull her hair. Stuff brothers did to their
To their you
siblings.
siblings.
Uh, yeah, our you siblings. So junior
You're
year,
going
there's a
all
pep
over the
rally,
place.
and this girl's. It's because 10th
Okay.
grade, there's nothing to say. But I want to talk about this one girl because she was kind of cute. Um, it was a pep rally, and I was sitting on the like near the top of the bleachers, and she was sitting in front of me, and she had a thick old booty. And I remember on a, she was sitting in front of me, and she looks behind her, and she smiled at me, and I smiled back, and then so she leaned back and like rested her head on my knee, and I remember just like sitting there like,
I
oh, okay, that's fine,
I don't
but.
understand how you're getting all these girls.
Why, you don't think I'm good
I'm
enough?
just confused, but go on.
Well, I didn't get hers because like that was the last time we ever did anything or talked. Well, we didn't even talk. I remember she just leaned back and put her head on my knee, and she just kind of like watched the pep rally from there, and that was it. I guess like if I made a move, maybe that would have had a relationship or a little fling, but nothing. Yep. And then senior year, came around. That's when I skipped a whole lot. Went to the dollar store, McDonald's with Dominic. We played a lot Uno. I became an Uno champ that year. Um, I didn't have any crushes that year, miraculously. Um,
Mm.
yeah. What
I
about
also
you?
played a lot of Uno senior year. I really did. It was great, great times. But freshman year, I had a story in mind, but now I just lost it.
Is there
I
virtual
know there's
Uno?
a virtual Cards Against Humanity.
We should do that, you and me.
Maybe, maybe not.
Okay, fine. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. I can't remember
Oh
anything.
my gosh.
No, from
Like
freshman
from senior
year,
year?
even though I had a story,
Uh,
but I forgot
a
it.
freshman. Did it involve lesbians?
We already know that.
They involve a guy, a
Oh,
fight,
yes, Harmony
a
got
bully.
into a fight right in front of me. So we were both in choir,
Hmm.
and we were like the bleachers, yeah, like
Where you stand?
it was like that, and we were on the very top row. Um, and I don't know what they were arguing about, but they just ended up fighting at the very top row while I was next to them, and we almost fell off. So
Yeah, I was
yeah, that
thinking
was
that.
fun. Also, like the bleacher things were like made out of wood, so the whole thing was like shaking really badly, and I thought the whole thing was about to collapse. And
Now, were they fighting or were they fighting the way
um
girls fight?
they were punching, but also Harmony was like pulling her hair. And then and then
Harmony
she
is one of
pulled out
those
her
girls.
earring.
Ugh.
Um Here I actually
Oh,
have
okay.
the audio to the fight. Um
Oh my God.
for a whole four
Oh
years
man.
later. I remember I was trying to like record it video form, but I didn't have enough memory
Uh,
left, so I went to my voice memos app, and that's how I recorded it. Um,
okay, viewers, here it is.
I'm not gonna sit. I'm gonna sit. Sit. I'm gonna sit. Why are you talking about? The only thing I said is that she's a bitch because you know what? You and her both. You and her both have to be fucking fake. I was never your friend. We were never friends. Exactly. And her too. She was fucking fake too. So you know I'm done. So why did you talking about? I'm done with fucking fake people. Okay, well, I'm done with everyone. I said shit. I said don't tell her that she didn't do anything. Yes, she did. She fucking let you fucking start bullying me, and then she fucking started doing her fucking stuff. Who was bullying? You were on fucking Snapchat, so don't even fucking start your shit. Don't you fucking shit! Get out of here!
Man, what a fight.
it really was. But at the time, in the moment, I was actually so scared because I thought the whole thing was about to fall into the ground. But freshman year too, I don't know. It was just a fun year because like you felt older now that you were in high school, but like school still wasn't really that serious. So I just like skipped a lot.
Did your high school have like stupid rules
Kind
about
of,
dress
but
code
like
and all?
nobody took it seriously.
Yeah, same
Um,
here. The only thing was like the shaving, because there's this guy named Beto who like was that what was it called? SAS?
Like
It's like where they
alternative
send the
school?
kids, you know. No, it's like a detention
Like
room,
in
but
school
like they called it something
suspension?
else. Yeah, in school suspension.
Yeah.
ISS, right? Um, what's it called? So they would either, so Beto, they'll send you, the security guards would send you to Beto, and then you either paid Beto like $1 or something, or you get the razor and you have to pay him later. But if you didn't pay him later, he'll come after you.
What?
Yeah, they really want you to shave, in my high
So you couldn't
school
have
for some
facial hair?
reason.
Wow, people had like full-on
Yeah.
beards at my school. Yeah, they looked like they were in their
Really?
20s.
Wow. You
Probably.
probably were. Cause, you didn't graduate until you were
Yeah,
like
actually.
21, right? Yeah. With that green skin, you were recognizable, up on that
Um,
graduation stage.
anything from sophomore year?
Sophomore year. Not really. Um, Let me think. I remember our school had an elevator, and the only way to get into it was having a key, and I just happened to find a key. And I didn't know what it was until like someone told me. I was like, "Hey, want to go in the elevator?" And they're like, "Okay." And so we went in there, and we got in trouble for using the elevator. I found the key like in the restroom, like on the sink. I guess like some kid or somebody had just left it there. But yeah, because they would give it to kids that like had a broken
Yeah,
leg or
same
whatever,
here.
like crutches and stuff like that. Yeah.
Sophomore
Yep, yep, yep.
year.
How was your
I
library?
never checked out a book from there. But it was like okay size. It was pretty big. It had like a like a large ceiling, like the space between the floor and the ceiling was really big. And big windows. I actually spent
Yeah.
my friends and I like ate lunch there a lot of the times. Yeah,
How's
but
that you know
like
you're a loser?
it was just like because it was quiet in there, I guess. Anyway,
Stupid.
and we would play games on the computer.
Yeah. I remember a
Oh
kid
my
got
gosh, that
caught
happened
watching
in middle
porn in
school.
class.
And you call me
I
the
was cool with
loser?
my librarian. I was
Right.
cool because I would flirt with her. Um, but yeah, that was it. Um, you ever had to go to the
No.
principal's? I remember our school. Um, when you would skip, they would give you a piece of paper to take to every
Hmm.
class, like a green one, and have it signed, and then you have to turn that in. So I would have to go in, and they had this thing called a PT office, and I would go in there and every week and get that signed, and like if there was ever a reason why I didn't get signed, I would have to explain why,
Well, and I almost
and
went
it
to your
sucked.
high school, and I'm glad I didn't. It would
Why
have
not? It
been,
would be
but
cool.
like, I remember like reading the rules and stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so strict. I was about to
I
say,
think it's
like,
because there
the
was a lot of bad
area
kids.
and stuff, but
What
the
about it,
thing
huh?
is, between the two
Huh?
high schools, yours was the better one. So it was even worse
Yeah,
on
it
the other
was.
side.
Got lucky there. Yeah, I heard all kinds of rumors, like how teachers would like sleep with students sometimes. I mean, that happened at our school, but there was a rumor, mostly about
That happened at my school
the other high
too.
school.
Um, and my teacher even talked about it. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't happen while I was going there. It was like years before. And, I think I could even like find the article if I really tried. But there was also this instance my senior year where, this guy that I talked to, his girlfriend, would Snapchat this teacher. And I talked to that teacher a few times. He was really nice and cool. And I wanted him to be my teacher because he was so, like, lenient and stuff. But they would, like, why would you need to be Snapchatting your students? And, like, his girlfriend didn't see anything wrong with that. And a couple months after that, he ended up getting fired. So I'm pretty sure they, like, ended up finding something. So,
Yeah, probably.
oh god, I hope not.
Some
I hope
porn.
they just, like, fired him because, like, it was still, like, an inappropriate relationship.
I only wish I had that. Actually, I can't even remember if any of my teachers were hot. I don't think so. Not in high
all my
school.
high school teachers were old.
Yeah, same here. What about your nurses? I only went to my nurses one time in high school. I forgot why though. I think because I was walking some other kid because the teacher said to go with him because they were throwing up into the trash can. They took the trash can with them. I remember thinking like, oh my god, like why me?
No, I think that was the only time I went to just to go with someone else. But I never had to go because like I was feeling sick. I just like probably went home.
Lucky. I never
Well,
got
I
to
would
go
cry
home.
to my mommy.
Not in high
So
school at least.
speaking of throw up, I threw up in 5th grade. And people laughed at me. Here's another thing. I also peed myself in 4th grade.
What? Oh,
and this
everything's
guy
coming out.
would even bring it up until like my sophomore or junior year to like make fun of me. I was like, bro.
I remember going down the slide and I didn't realize that there was water at the bottom that collected. And so when I slid down, my pants got all wet. And so I went to the principal's to call my mom to bring me some new pants. And I said, hey, can I call my mom? And they looked at me and I knew they were looking at my pants. I was like, oh, I told them why, that I didn't pee my pants or anything. And then they were like, oh, okay.
And did your mom come?
Then, I called my mom. No, she didn't.
That same day that I peed my pants, it was like my mom had a scheduled like parent teacher conference. So that's like what they talked about. And it was so embarrassing.
Oh.
Like I said, I had
peed
issues.
my pants. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. You had some tissues, huh? For your issues. You need to apply when I cry. Or how's that song go?
Never heard that.
The ones from SpongeBob? Oh my god. Well, at the end of if I could find it, I'm gonna put it at the end of the episode. Some SpongeBob songs for y'all, SpongeBob friends. You ever? Okay, there's some stupid kids in my school. Where there's crush up Smarties.
Snort it.
Would snort it.
I've seen people like pretend to smoke it, but not snort it.
No, it's snort it.
Was it good? I
know, because I did it too. No, it hurt. I remember the choking game.
What is that? No.
You never played the choking game? Okay, so the kids would like choke you and like beat on your throat, and then on your chest too. And then they would try to like push you on the ground as hard as they can, and they would try to make you like pass out.
I think you just went to a weird school.
And then you do it to them. Maybe. I remember playing with pogo sticks
We did have
as a
a
kid
slap
at
ass
my
Friday
elementary.
where the guys would just slap all the girls' butts in middle school.
Yeah, I remember that
I
too.
remember the challenges
I remember
like
that
the
too.
cinnamon challenge and like the eraser challenge.
Uh-huh.
Putting ice and
Yeah, I remember
salt on
that.
your arm.
I never
Neither did I, but my
I never
friend did
did
the
that.
cinnamon challenge. Why
I
was
think I
our
did that one.
generation so obsessed with like harming ourselves?
Tide Pod, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was like high school, right? Junior
We were
year.
already too old for that.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Just
sure
the
some
crazy
kids did it.
ones.
Yeah. I mean, it does go
You
good
know
with
what?
a
I
side of
could go for
Clorox.
that right now.
Yeah, let's go. So, that's the end of this podcast. Me and Ugirl. We got
24.
Hey, Patrick,
What?
I thought of something funnier than 24.
Let me hear it.
25.